Good morning, welcoming into this space, into this presence of being. As you begin taking a deep breath in, begin by noticing where this breath is connecting into. Just noticing in this moment, in this now space of your presence. You may feel a bit as if you don't know what you are connecting to, or where you are in this moment. This can lead to feelings of anxiety or feeling unsafe, feeling a bit out of your body. And one of the main reasons for this feeling is that we are not connected in to this divine mother energy. And some people would call this grounding into the earth. And yet it's a bit different than strapping in to this worldly realm. So we just wish to define this a bit more accurately in this moment. Because when we are aware of all that is going on in this physical realm, it doesn't necessarily feel like something we wish to be connected to. So when we are talking about connecting into the earth, into the planet, there is an earthly structure of light here connected to the codes of origin, which is also what you hold within your DNA, within your codes. So in many ways you are linking and syncing to this resonance within you, and you could not be able to connect into this Divine Mother tone, this planetary code, if you did not hold it within you. So recognize that when you are connecting in, you are connecting in to the same source code that you hold within. So when we look out at what is going on and we question and wonder, how is it? These millions of people, and some of them not doing things that we would agree with. There are beings here who do not hold this source origin code and therefore are not connected into the true planetary body of this realm. They are operating from a different place, a different level than you are. So understand that as you look out and you are thinking you don't want to be a part of this mess, that's not what we are asking you to connect to. We are connecting in to the origin, into the original codes. So breathe in deeply and allow yourself to settle into this truth of who you are within this realm. We could say this planet itself is a bit of what we might describe as a space station. Many different beings, many different realms. And yet, if you are one who instinctively or intuitively picks up on the grief and the pain and suffering of this planet, most likely you hold these codes of source origin, and you are here not to engage with the distortion, but to restore this realm, uplift these codes through this realm. You're not here to connect to the distortion and dismantle that. Notice this is a different perspective, perhaps, from which you have been focusing or working. You are here to connect to source light origin codes within you as within the planetary body, and to create from this space. So to start to see your experience here from a different perspective, almost as if you are on a secret mission, because you are here not to engage with the insanity that is going on in the world, but to engage with the light. And so yes, while both are present, one requires your presence of mind and your participation of being. And the other must be dealt with perhaps in your daily life as a consequence of having to exist within this realm at this time. But that is not who you are and what you are here to do and be and experience and express. So just notice this shift as we are connecting into the kingdom of light, this realm, this body, this planetary sphere of illumination. And connecting in through the heart, we start to clear that distortion. What it means to illuminate this core code, this principle. Feeling that into the right side of the heart, into your divine masculine ranges. This expression, this embodiment. And just be aware as we first started and came into this meditation that it is most likely and usually the divine feminine principles. So this left hip, this lower range in the left side of the body where the disconnect occurs, and why we feel so ungrounded and not present, not fully and wholly present within our body, within our space, being pulled out, feeling the mental chatter, feeling anxious. These are all symptoms of not being connected to the planetary body. The planetary body, which is also who you are. It is a part of you, it is within you, just as you are within it. So as you are experiencing this disconnect and loneliness, perhaps from, let's say, your family, know that these codes, this earth is your true family of origin. And anytime you are feeling within isolation, really what it is you are desiring is this connection to yourself, to your light, and to the light of origin that is held within this planetary realm. So in many ways, when you are feeling this loneliness and isolation, the best thing to do is to be within solitude, to reconnect to yourself, to this light, to this planet. Oftentimes we will do just the opposite and seek out seeking outward, seeking others, seeking things, seeking food, entertainment, distraction. And what we are really doing is ignoring this internal call to reconnect, to ground in to this connection, and instead substituting these external factors as what we are searching for. And if we could only begin to understand, anytime we feel these emotions stirring up, it's to come back internally to reconnect. We would save ourselves countless moments of guilt, of shame, of grief, as we only serve to deepen that disconnect when we pad it with external consequences, the external ramifications of feeling this disconnect. It is the root of many of our addictions, many of our unhealthy behaviors, many of those moments and those actions where we look back and ask ourselves, why did I do that? It doesn't make me feel better. Why do I always do that? It doesn't feel good in the end. This is essentially what we are doing. Where we feel that disconnect, we are stuffing it with things that will never be able to fill us up. And the way that we can fill our own cup, connect to our own light, become present within our own density in this moment. So just imagining for a moment at the root, at the base of your spine, even just a little bit below the base of your spine, beyond your body, this energetic center. This connection, the base of your light field. That connects you in to this realm. That lights you up because these codes within this planetary body are also your codes. They hold your signature, they hold your memory. Just focusing here and establishing. Perhaps you just imagine this channel of light, this space. Maybe it's a specific color or shape. It starts to deepen and expand and elongate into this core of the earth, deep into the caverns of her waters, of truth, of light, her central core of being. Just feeling this. And allowing her to send back this resonance as you remember who you are, who she is, how she feels. Allow her to remind you of your presence, of who you are. She holds the memories of who you are within her. Just allow that to flow up. Allow your belly to soften and sink into this remembrance. Sinking into this safety. Connecting only to source, origin, code. What is appropriate for you? Just allowing this to fill up, to flow up, to infuse into your body in all ways. All the spaces, all of your cells, all of the waters of your body. Breathing in, stretching, elongating, releasing the tension. Feeling that shift as you allow her to support you. As you allow yourself to feel supported. In her embrace. And you can come back here again and again every time you feel a bit bounced out of your experience, disconnected from yourself, anxious or stuck in the mind, frantic thoughts, frantic energy. blessing this connection to the earth as she takes all of this in lovingly into her arms and simply reminds you who you are in this moment, washing away all of these instances of distraction and disruption from your true intention of being here at this time. Just breathing in and deepening. And allowing to stay here as long as may feel comfortable for you. As always, we have enjoyed connecting in this way. We wish you much love, many blessings. Namaste.